One thing you learn if you are a chum of Meghan Markle, it's seemingly not to cross her, you know? It's fascinating, isn't it, when you look at the docu-series that they made for Netflix. Seemingly, of course, well, it was filled with people that were close chums. You know, Tyler Perry, a man that she's known, well, not really. It's that he reached out to her, offering his mansion because he felt so sorry for her. So not exactly a chum, as someone who some people might suggest could be something of an opportunist. And of course, Meghan and Harry being opportunists themselves, well, you see how this works. They moved into a billionaire's mansion, all because, of course, he wanted to make sure that their escape from this terrible British monarchy, well, he was offering them some respite. But what about Meghan's former chums on that now much-loved TV show? Remember the TV show that she spoke about so eloquently on the Variety red carpet, remember? And the girl who was almost hyperventilating interviewing Meghan basically said, "Did you know it's been downloaded X amount of million minutes?" Meghan then proceeded to tell us exactly why the show was so popular, because according to Meghan, there aren't that many good shows you can binge watch over a long period of time. That there are, and I wouldn't necessarily say Suits was up there. But as we also saw, Meghan herself isn't necessarily the closest of chums with all, of course, of the cast members of that former show that she speaks about so warmly. Let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you again. Hope you're all keeping well, whatever you're doing. And of course, do look after yourselves out there in this wild, wet and windy weather, wherever you are in the world. It's important to look out for each other. Thank you as ever for all your lovely kind comments over the festive period on all the entertainment that I've tried to provide for you. It's been an absolute thrill to do it for you, genuinely, you know, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. Still receiving lots of messages, lots of e-cards as well. Yes, I've learned how to open those. Thank you. You see, this is what's wonderful about our chums, our community. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get to doing them though, but someone did show me and said this is how it opens. So for all of you who've sent me an e-card, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind indeed. Still though, yeah, it's a bit controversial. Still think it's nicer to get a proper card, don't you? A stamp and an envelope and a bit of writing. That's what yes, you're with me. Absolutely. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. You remember earlier this year, of course, that Patrick J. Adams, in the vain hope of people remembering him, yes, that was the co-star of Meghan Markle in Suits, decided to post these unseen pictures of Meghan behind the scenes at work on Suits. Oh, yes. And we were all excited, weren't we? Because, you know, we'd never seen these before. These were just snaps that had been taken on the set of the show while it filmed out in Toronto. Nothing wrong. I do believe that Patrick himself didn't mean any harm at all. Yes, he was being opportunistic by making sure people spoke about him and, you know, got himself back in the papers. But over here in the United Kingdom, you know, he's not very well liked, having attacked the British monarchy on social media, all the while attending the royal wedding and begging for selfies with senior members of the monarchy. So that didn't go down particularly well. But now, according to a very well-placed source, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, looks like Patrick's on the naughty step. Oh yes, because after, of course, posting those particular pictures on social media, it appears that he's now not on the festive card list. Yes, drum roll please. Who could have never seen that coming, could you? What apparently happened was, maybe it's lost in the post, maybe it's an e-card, Patrick, who knows? But he's yet to still hear from a festive message from his former co-star and wife in the show, some might say, of course, to wish him well over the festive period. Perhaps, a little bit like Jessica Mulrooney, this could be the end of the line. You see, because he's not heard from her, some people might suggest that he could be on the naughty step, very similar to Jessica Mulrooney. Not me, obviously, but some people might think that, and like Jessica, maybe, just maybe, he may never hear from Meghan again. How sad friendships end. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.